Hi, all signed up for the Advanced Internet Marketing class, the DMIG 25A class. Again, my name is Jeff Raskoff, and I will be explaining the content of this class and teaching the class to you. In this case, again, most of the information can be found on Canvas here. But for this discussion today, I'm basically going to talk a little bit about the marketing and my background in marketing. Mostly I make a product called a stud finder, and the company I work for or consult with is called Zircon, and their website is here at zircon.com. So over the past 20 years, I've been working with this company on marketing these products that you see here, and you might not know what they do, but it doesn't really matter. Um, and so a lot of what I'll show you in this class will be kind of geared towards product marketing because that's sort of what I know mostly about. And so the biggest challenge that I have is that I don't necessarily make the decisions. I just kind of make suggestions on how to make these products sell better, but in most cases we hire agencies to build the designs and things like that, which is a very frustrating process. So let me just cover a little bit about sort of what I'm going through right now and sort of um, what we do. Again, most of these products that you see here are in stores. We don't sell necessarily through the website yet. I mean, there's a plan to do so. Just let me show you, talk a little bit about the content and how the content's a little bit organized so that you can see how other companies may organize their content as well. In this case, as far as marketing wise, this is kind of our main online presence here is the website right here. Again, it's at zircon.com. But we also have other properties. We have, of course, our social media. We have our Facebook, we have our YouTube channel, we have our Twitter, and we have Instagram, which we don't really market very well, most of these things. Social media is not sort of the mainstay of what we do as far as marketing. I will talk a lot about more of that in the second class that I offer called Social Media Marketing. Mostly, though, the YouTube channel is very popular, so I will talk a lot about that as well. In this class itself. So I would say the main online content that I deal directly with as far as marketing, online marketing, is again the website and the YouTube channel. And I make all the videos that go on the YouTube channel that you see here. And then, of course, I look at other people's videos and how they compare our products. I use that information to write content online as well as do research and so on. So I do mostly do a lot of research as well on where our products are in the market and how to make them better. So let's get back to the website here for a moment. Again, mostly what I do as far as my marketing background is marketing a product here. This product, our main product is called a stud finder. So if you click on products, you'll see it says stud finders right here. And so mostly I take the photography, write some of the content, and so on for each of the products here. So let me just talk a little bit about a challenge that I have recently in that this is a new website. This website was designed by an agency down in LA, and they are mostly I think an advertising agency. They're not very, I don't think that they've ever really made websites before. I think ours is kind of the first. I'm not really sure because their agency website doesn't show any web design that they've done, but which is quite a challenge because since they're not, I don't think necessarily web professionals, they lacked a lot of stuff. And so let me just show you right now one of the biggest problems that I have is if you just go to Google, and most of the research I'm going to want you to do in this class is just by Googling things, and I will talk about that in a little bit. But right now if we go there and type in stud finder, which is my main product, and then hit return or wherever you do to get Google to go, you'll notice that none of my website will show up. You'll see there's a lot of ads. I have a lot of competition, and so there's a lot of ads, and I will talk about how to buy ads and so on in this class. But you'll see this is another company right here, Wallabout, that advertises. You can see the ad. Amazon also advertises, and Amazon, and pretty much a lot of, and if you don't know this, and I will have some more info, a lot of the search results that you have if you search a product is mostly Amazon, right? There's Amazon right here. A lot of these are, you know, even though this easy video thing right here you'll see is kind of a horrible thing, it is, that's basically Amazon. This is Amazon. Um, this old house is basically a link to Amazon, so they're kind of Amazon there. Home Depot is where we sell most of our products, and Amazon again right there, and so on. So you can see kind of some of the links that show up when somebody types in Stud Finder, but of course my website doesn't come up at all. And the reason why is when they built that new website for us, the agency, they didn't really include the words that you see that are showing up here. So let's just review some of the words here so you understand how to write. This is mostly the SEO content that you might see in the reading. And basically what it means is that you'll notice that right here is the title of a page. So let's just use this Popular Mechanics right here. So it says Best Stud Finders 2019s, and there's a little dash right there, and then Stud Finder Reviews. This is the title of this page. So whenever somebody makes a web page, the web page has a title. Google uses that title as the main link and the main way to rank the website. And then down here, right here, is sometimes referred to as the slug, or sometimes referred to as the location of the page. So you'll notice that this website is on popularmechanics.com. It's under the home page and Best Stud Finders. It's sort of there. So you can see kind of a path structure whenever you're looking at that. This is kind of a path structure. And then down below that, this is called the description tag. And if it's usually a blog post, it will usually start with a date, as you can see, when the person wrote the blog page. And then this is kind of a description of the tag. So let me get back to the website. So when the agency made this website for us, this, wherever I go back to my Zircon.com page here, they didn't include most of that data that I just showed you. The title tag, they might have wrote a title, but it's kind of most likely not what I want. And then they didn't write any description tags to any of the content. So again, if you go and search, let's just say we search one of my products, specific products, so you can find one of my pages, and I'll show you what I mean. If you type in Zircon, what am I want? I520. It's an example of a product. And then, of course, you see right here. So what is happening here is that they're using the programming through WordPress. This website is actually done in WordPress, and so what it's doing is taking the title of the page and making that the title of the here. So the product title. So, which is okay because it's there, but I'm going to kind of write it a little bit differently, and I'll show you that. And then you'll notice right here, you'll see the path structure, which is okay because it has the name of the product in it, so that's good. But the text that you see here is basically text as being pulled from the page, and is not necessarily written by somebody. So if you see the text right here, this is actually being pulled from the content that's on the website itself, and not what's called a description tag that's specially written for the content here. So what I am doing currently at this point is trying to rewrite most of the content here. So let's just go to that page and I'll show you what I mean if I can find that product. Another problem is they randomized the products here, so I can't necessarily go directly to a product. Hold on, I have to find it. So again, I'm looking for the I520 here. It's probably going to be towards the end of this list here. And here it is. So again, what I was just saying is that I'm trying to show you when you do an Amazon search what is the information that shows up. In this case, again, if you search for a specific product, one of my product pages come up. So that it's kind of using this as the title of the page right here. And then, of course, here's the file name that you saw in the second thing there. And then it's taking this text that's on the page and using that as a description tag, which is okay, but it's probably not the best marketing way of going about that. So what I've done is I've gone through and I've been rewriting the title, which is up here. If you look at the very top of the page here, you'll see instead of using just the product name right here, I'm going to rewrite this title that is up here. That these tags that I'm talking about are usually ones for marketing that are not visible on the screen but are only used by Google. So one of them is called the title tag. It is up here. Then of course the slug name or the file name is here, which is okay. I'm going to leave that all alone. And then there's a description tag that is written that you don't see but only Google sees, and that's what shows up when you look for a search. And I've been working on that for a while, and here I'll show you my spreadsheet. So I've been going through and I've been doing that for each and every product. And so whenever you writing content for a website, you have three main types of content. You have a title tag, which I was just talking about. Then you have a description tag, which is usually a sentence or two about the product or whatever you're trying to sell, service. And then there's a phrase, which is basically just a few key important words that would be used for marketing that. So if we try and go down and find that I-520, I think I rewrote that. Let's see. Oh, here it is. So if you saw before, it was just the product name. I'm actually changing it to multi-scanner I-520 center find wall scanner zircon. So why did I change this instead of having the title just net? Well, I'm trying to get people who are searching for wall scanner is basically the main word I'm looking for here. So in research and doing research online, you find out which words are working, then you can take those words and use them in your content of your website. And again, I have it over here, again, wall scanner there, and again, in the description tag here. So I just wanted to give you a little heads up of sort of what I've been currently working on as far as marketing wise. I've been rewriting the title, description, and key phrase of all my product pages of this website that I market here. And in doing so, hopefully my pages will start ranking. Again, the main reason why I was kind of frustrated by this is if you go to, again, Google and you type in Stud Finder, you'll notice my website doesn't come up at all. I used to be number 1, number 2, and now it doesn't come up at all because the people that made the website originally didn't add any of the content properly for ranking, and that's sort of what we call SEO in as far as online marketing. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of understanding of how these words are when you're looking them up inside of Google. And again, I'm still looking for my page. I'm not on my page. I'm on the third page, and my website doesn't show up at all. They even have this shows up above it. So again, I'm quite frustrated with having to work with an agency that is probably not organized as far as SEO. And so hopefully that gives you a little overview, at least, of what I've been currently working on. And next I'll go over how I want you to do a project.